Hello my dear Gemini, this is your love and spirituality reading for the time between October the 1st to October 15, 2016 with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. If you would like a personal reading with me, you can contact me at queenofcupstarot@outlook.com. So, what's coming up here? Astronomical. We will have the new moon, October the 1st. The moon will be located on the same side of the earth as the sun and will not be visible in the night sky. October the 7th, we will have a meteor shower in the constellation Draco, named Draconide's meteor shower. It will go on between 6th of October to 10th of October, but peaks the 7th. We will also have Uranus at opposition October 15. The blue-green planet will be at its closest approach to the Earth, and its face will be fully illuminated by the sun. This is nothing, I think, that you will be able to see so much, but you will be able to feel it. So, now today, when I'm doing this reading, we have had the full moon yesterday, the 16th, and it was with a partial eclipse. Prenuptial eclipse, and it was really cleansing for me. And I also cleaned my card, and I'm fasting today, so it was really like a cleansing and clean. I hope you felt it. It can have been like really dark moments for you with the moon, but it's like what's need to be seen to be released. Okay, so I call the divine with love and light. I call the 4 archangels in the 4 corners of the world. I call the 6 elements, earth, wind, fire, water, spirit, and ether, to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading regarding Gemini's love life. I want my dear Gemini to have love in their lives. I want you to have creative success and also to find your highest path towards your spiritual enlightenment. And I also want you to walk on your highest destiny, to find your highest destiny and fulfill it during your days here on earth. So, for my dear Gemini, the first half of October 2016. What's going on regarding love, creativity, spirituality? Okay, so good. We'll just tune in a little bit to your reading. So, okay, this is your future. This is the now, and this is the past. So the now is usually the time between 1st of October to 15th of October. But whenever you view this reading, it's fine. You are led to this in divine timing, so it doesn't really matter when you view it the first. You will find it suitable in your life, or it will become suitable due to this time. So it's different for different people. We don't have exact the same timing. So the first card for you, Gemini, is 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups is a beautiful card about getting your needs met. So this can have been in focus for you lately, how you can get your needs met. And usually this is like thought to be the wish card. So it could be different things for different people. But since this is like kind of a love reading, this is usually the normal way of looking at love, that you want someone close to you that you can be able to share like a homey feeling within. And you can see it's a fireplace here, and the fire is also lit. You can see this on the lightening on her clothes, for example. So this it's the heart of the building, you know, the fire in the kitchen. So this is a really homey feeling, like you have found your group of people where you can feel at home and you can share this valuable love. Actually, it's so important with love that people that doesn't get this love, they are dying earlier, they are getting several kinds of illnesses, and they are not happy. So your relationship are really worth fighting for, if they are like a giving relationship, as long as they're not like a relationship that takes energy from you rather than giving it. So, but this is a like a hope for this, or that you already have this. We will see more with the other cards, or that you have come to some kind of conclusion about the person being really important in your life. So, Eight of Pentacles is another great card. It shows me that you are willing to work on a relationship that's valuable for you, or you're willing to work on your valuable relationship. You are willing to put in the effort. You are willing to study. You are willing to put in energy and taking care of that relationship. You see, she's like polishing this. And it can also be something like regarding work that you're passionate about, and that gives you, fulfill your needs. So you might be working on something and really take care of every detail, and you're like loving the work that you do. So you are not feeling like you're wasting time with working on this particular thing. So either a relationship, work, some hobby that you have, or some kind of creativity that you like to do, that you're putting in a lot of effort into. And you have Raven there, and that shows for me that you have like divine presence that's overlooking your work and like helping you to make yourself better, helping you to make your relationship better, helping you to evolve, because this is like being called to the well, being called to the divine, and do something, like polish something. It's a number 8, so 8 is about making that last thing of polishing, so you will have harmony. So sometimes it's more hard, like with 8 of Swords and 8 of Cups, but 8 of Pentacles is a really like a good card, where you're being called to divine, but not to be disciplined, but rather to, well, what can we do more here? How can we develop this further? How can we even make this even better? So it's like this feeling with those 9 of Cups and 8 of Pentacles. It looks really sweet and like sweet devotion. So the next card is the High Priestess, and this is like Taurus energy. It's spirituality, it's male spirituality. It's also a card about like social rules and how we have like fostered one another, like try to teach one another to be better and better people. So maybe you have met some kind of a teacher or someone in your environment that you are trying to listen to, or you're trying to work together with this person to improve yourself and improve on your skills. But sometimes this could be like a power card, where one maybe is doing all the work and the other one may not be doing so much work. It could be like an out of balance relationship, where one is like over functioning and the other one may not be functioning really at all. So, but we'll see more. But it's definitely spiritual growth, and also it can be like trying to make peace with people, trying to make things better, trying to get along in a family or a society. It's effort being put down in this, and sometimes it's like, it's very good depicted now, it seems, with the 9 of Cups and 8 of Pentacles. But sometimes this is like power junkie card, like when people want to have power, they can do every mean to make it so, and maybe not telling exactly the truth, but talking really smoothly, but doing really dark side in the shadow, dark things in the shadow. So it's sometimes a bit double with this card, since we have had patriarchal rule the last 6,000 years, and it hasn't been really like good for people. It has more been good for a very small group of people, and this is sometimes looking a bit like someone in a business office. So this can actually be some kind of company or business that you are working with and that you are passionate about. So the next card is more work. It's 3 of Pentacles, and it's Trinity. So it's like trying to fix some kind of problem, trying to make something more harmonious. It's very resembling to the 8 of Pentacles. So it seems like it's the same kind of energy here, surrounding the High Priest, surrounding your spiritual work, surrounding your work maybe. and your relationship. It's a lot of energy put down here to make things like go smoothly and to make improvement. So, and it's Trinity, so it's like the divine, you and other people working together. And it's also like you're trying to teach yourself something, and you're overlooked here by the cat that can be depicted as a divine energy overlooking your work and giving you inspiration and telling you when you're off and when you're on, like when you're on the right track and when you're not. And it looks like you're a bit tired, so maybe you are putting in very much energy, and I hope the people around you are doing the same, so you're not alone with this, because when one person is like putting in too much energy and the other person's, well, they are not, you are in the risk of being like emptied of your energy. So I think that you could be aware of this, because the face of this person looked rather exhausting. He looks exhausted. And this is Taurus, so this is also work. And it looks like you have been working very much to maybe to be like having this wish that you want, whatever it is. And the next is 9 of Pentacles, so it's yet another pentacle, and you have 2 9s guarding your every corner here. So it's 9. It looks like you have like love relationships that's working, or family relationship that's working and that's harmonious, and friendship maybe. And here's more like a person that's more can make it on their own, so to speak. It's like more like beautifying your surrounding, and it's coming from you. It's very like an energy that comes straightly from you, from yourself. Like you are putting your mark on whatever you are doing, and you are doing a tremendously good job, it seems. And it's very much Pentacles, so it seems that you are really putting yourself out there and making your mark on whatever situation you are in. You're putting in a lot of energy and a lot of your own quality, it seems, because this is a person she has made all this garden. She has made this beautiful arch here with the flowers. She's friendly with this hawk here and a falcon, whatever it is. And she has this, she's pregnant also, so she's bringing forth a new, and so she's very abundant, and it's coming from her. It's inside of her, and it becomes like outside of her. It's like you're beautifying the earth, but it's a really self-dependent card. So it might be that you're feeling a bit alone, or feeling a bit restrained from other, or that you're like the only one working, something like this. But it looks like rather harmonious. But I know from experience that sometimes it can come like better cards. If I see something like trapping up here, something that's like increasing, it's a lot of work. That's what I can see here. So underneath the 9 of Cups comes a 6 of Wands, and that's like the feeling of being loved of others, like other appreciates you and give you respect, and it comes from just being you. It's like you're appreciated because you are yourself, and that's a really wonderful feeling. And it's a 6 and it's Wands, so it's definitely about messages, and so people can come to you and say that, well, you're doing this so great and things are really swell. And it's like appreciation, and I guess you are worth it, because it seems like you put in a lot of work, and it seems like you're also successful, so that's beautiful. And the next card I have is Page of Cups, and Page of Cups is it's a really young energy, and it's a water energy, and it comes like after the 6 of Wands, and underneath the 8 of Pentacles you also have a 9 of Cups, so it seems like really beautiful depicted. It's like a purity, like you can feel other people's emotions. It could be a water person also coming to you and giving you some kind of gift, maybe giving you an offer of some sort, like a really pure offer, and this is usually something that you can trust because it's really pure. And it comes underneath 8 of Pentacles. That's a willingness to put in work and effort in every situation that you're putting your energy in. And 6 of Wands is like messages. And Page of Cups is also talking about messages. You see she has a bowl here with a fish in it, so she's constantly talking with her feelings. And maybe this is a person who wants to tell you about their feelings, how they're feeling about things. So, and this could be you like opening up your feelings and really telling things exactly like they are, that you are not like hiding yourself anymore. You have done this great work and you're proud of yourself, so you don't hide yourself anymore. You show your feelings on the outside. And here in the middle you have the World card. And the World card is a beautiful card about being in the right place, in the right time, doing the right thing. And it's like a fully circled lap. And it's always about spiritual growth. And you have it right underneath the High Priest, the Hierophant. So I think there's something going on in your life that really about spiritual growth, and the work that you have put into this, it's like paying off now. And this could be a cycle ending and you're beginning something new also. But it's really complete. It's a complete picture. I think you have been working on yourself to make yourself more complete. And it's telling a little bit something like the Nine of Cups, like you are with the right people, like in the right situation. And it seems like the person that you may have around you seems very trustworthy. So the next card I have is Wheel of the Year, and that's facing the World card, because the World is a year. It's like a full cycle, and here's the Wheel of the Year. It's also a full cycle. They are somewhat different. This is all the seasons, and this is also depicting all the seasons, but this is like more what you give in, what the work that you put into this, your energy that you're putting in is coming back to you. And this is more like divine timing, like things are happening and you're getting more and more purely you, and more like on the right place. It's development. You're heightening your vibration all the time. It's like a spiral. And when you come to the World card, you have made a lap and you're like heightening up a little bit, and then you're in the next lap and then you're heightening up a little bit. So it's constant development, constant like exploring of yourself, lap after lap. But this is like when you come to the certain point of the lap where you usually make a fall, where you usually make a mistake. So this is a chance for you to do something again that you have been doing before many times and may not have succeeded. And now there's a new chance for you to do this again. The stage is like set, everything is on its right place, and now it's like the drama will begin. So it's really crucial what you are doing now. It's really crucial that you are really mindful and not fall into the same kind of mistakes that you are used to do. And you know who they are. You don't need to judge yourself. It's more like learning a new skill. It's not that you have been doing something wrong, but it's like you have been trying to learn a new skill and you have gone maybe many laps. And now you get another chance. The stage is set. You have another chance to make this. So it's like having the same dream over and over again until you make it, until you not die, for example. And so you are in this kind of really crucial point. Like you have a really divine chance to do a test and make it and be able to level up a little bit. And not have to do the same thing over and over again. And it seems like it will require a lot of your devotion and also a lot of your emotion. That both devotion and your emotion need to be really there. You can't fake it. You need to be like really clear, mindful, open, put in the work, feel your feelings, express them. You can't hold so much back, I think. So the next card I have here is Five of Cups, and I accidentally lifted up two cards and we had the full card here also. So I think it's something to do with how you have been disappointed in the past, and that you are like expecting the worst all the time, and that is kind of making you into this position that you are betrayed again. So because you have like maybe drawn the circumstances to you So you will be betrayed because it's something about your fear, because it seems like you have a really secure environment at this time, with all the things like being very harmonious here. So the Five of Cups comes out of the blue a little bit, and it comes underneath this trying to be really self-sufficient, trying to fix everything on your own. And here's a little child coming that I took up by mistake, the Fool. And the Fool is about taking chances, being naive, having like blue eyes, seeing the world really beautiful, falling out of a cliff without like really seeing where you're going, and everything is well anyway because you're catched by a cloud or something. It's really like that you can make as many mistakes as you want. You won't die. Energy is eternal. But what's happening is maybe that you're like getting more and more tired, being more and more disappointed, like you're building up a tower of events where things are going wrong. And I don't mean that you have done this recently, but it seems like you are going to do another lap, and it's something that has to do with heartbreak or being disappointed or feeling betrayed. And what I saw is like you're doing a lot of work here and putting in a lot of effort. So the person that's doing this, they might want to have the same energy back from others, and when they don't get it, they can be disappointed. So either you need to like delegate work to others, or you need to not do so many things because maybe you're like an overachiever, doing more things than a person possibly can do. And I think you can more concentrate on being yourself and expressing yourself like out in the world and making the world more beautiful for each day that goes by. You don't need to waste so much energy, I think. You're worth something just by breathing. So we'll see how the story will unfold here. The next card I have for you is another 6, and it's a 6 of Pentacles, and it comes underneath the 6 of Wands. So it's something with sharing and being equal. So maybe that's what I've been talking about, that they need to be balanced. Like if you are maybe trying to prove yourself worthy in the eyes of your boss or your partner or your parents or something, you might only get disappointed because the only one that you should really make like happy and it's yourself. You need to like make yourself happy instead of trying to make yourself like good in everyone else's eye. So I think it has something to do with yourself, that you're like trying to prove something for others, but really you should try to prove it for yourself and maybe purify what's really you. Take forward what's you in everything here. And you can definitely have to do with the earth sign because we had Taurus really central here, and it's a lot of earth cards. We have also water persons here, but it mostly seems like an earth energy. So it could definitely be at work or something with what you work with or what your hobbies are. So underneath the 8 of Pentacles and the Page of Cups comes a really like more harsh energy. That's the High Priestess. She is a great person. She respects herself true and true. And she wouldn't like do anything that she herself wasn't really invested in. So it's like you need to get your self-worth maybe more from yourself. But it looks beautiful, but it's different energy. So I need to understand a little bit more, because it's 8 of Pentacles. That's like showing yourself trustworthy and being humble. Page of Cups is also humbleness, purity, being open, and this one is really like intuitive, like this one, but she's not like she wouldn't go like 10 miles for you. She might go 10 miles for her own sake, but she wouldn't do it for you. It's like a more, she respects herself too much to make herself like restrain herself too much for things. You see, she sits there and she already knows everything. She has total balance between unconditional love and her own strength. And she isn't almost in 3D even, because she is like between the dimensions. You see that she's also in the universe, and she has the moon symbol here and here and here, and in her head garment she also have the moon symbol really clearly. So it's more like she's just there. She doesn't have to restrain herself so much. So I think this is maybe the quality that you need to take in, that maybe you are working too much, trying to prove yourself too much, and really you are just fine by just like being there, just holding the knowing that you know, and being the person that you are, and breathing at this exact place where you are living. So you're like holding the grid, you're holding this energy of the universe. Sometimes we see people, especially with Taurus energy that you have here, trying to be so, like, they want to put in their fair share of work, and they are maybe sometimes forgetting that they are worth something even without working, if you can see what I mean. We have gone like for many, during humanity's development, we have restrained ourselves a bit more and more every day from nature, and that have made us like a bit dependent on working, because we can't just go out and take like an apple from a branch and sit under the tree and eat it and then go and rest somewhere. We have occupied places on earth where it's not so bad, it's not so good weather, you know, not so good habitats, and we need to have clothing, we need to have roof over our head, we need to have fire, we need to have work. So this have made us like we have separated ourselves from the divine feminine. This is the divine feminine, like being in nature, you know. The grass is growing by its own. You don't have to run around doing a lot of things. You're just there, you just exist. So this is like existing and being so worth something, and so powerful by just being you, by just existing exactly where you are, being the person that you are. But since our where we were thrown out of paradise, maybe paradise were a place where we could be like the animals. We could they are resting like 14 hours a day, and like a cat, for example, or my dog, you can see his buttocks there up in the left corner. He's lying and resting all day, and you have a cat here in the picture. So they are like living another life. They are not running around. They hunt a couple of hours a day, and then they rest. And this is not the human way. We are working our behinds off to make ourselves worthy. But this one, she doesn't, because she's the divine feminine, so she's already worthy. She has built everything just by existing. She is beautiful. She is worth something just by breathing. So I think this is the energy you need to take into your life, and maybe also a little bit more balanced. It's balance between those pillars as well. So you don't need to be like everyone's savior. Maybe you can just try to purify what's you, instead of being this little working bee. So the next card, it's another card for the divine feminine, and it shows like this luscious nature in opposite to the high priest, like the world that we have been building with the patriarchal system, where everyone needs to work and make themselves worthy of getting food, getting roof over their head, being a worthy member of society. And nature, and it's really sterile here. It's not so much, it's like nature is very, it's tidy. Human beings has tidying it up, so it's not luscious, it's practical, and it's sterile. So it's like human mind has taken over this place, and it's concrete, and it's rock, and it's pillars, and it looks like an office on Wall Street or something. And this is maybe a Catholic priest, so it's beautiful in its own way. But if you compare it to the lusciousness of the divine feminine here, how world can be. Like if we had trees with food, you know, fruit trees everywhere in the city. If we had parks with strawberries and you know, food everywhere in the gardens. And if we could have like animals in the cities as well, you know, those luscious cities that's really close to nature. If you could create something like that, maybe people didn't have to work so much and didn't have to no longer feel like they are thrown out of paradise, because food is everywhere. So food security, feeling that you can get food even if you don't work all the time, that you can have your needs met, because the beginning of this reading was a wish of having your needs met, and you have been doing this by working extensively and showing yourself worthy, proving yourself worthy, and you get a lot of attention from this, and you feel like you're really worth something, but this is like something that in the end is like making you disappointed and drained in some way. It's something there that maybe we need to go back to a more naive state where everyone could be what they want. You know, someone wants to be a farmer, and maybe someone wants to work in the forest taking down trees. It's a lot of work, but someone's they are more dreamers and painters, or maybe sitting on a rock and dreaming, and they can still have food if we had more food security in the world, and if nature wasn't so tidy up by humans, like we have restrained it and tied it, so it's not abundant anymore. The few places on earth that's still that's abundant, it's like I saw a movie with Chernobyl, and there where no man lives, lives a lot of animals. It looked like this. It looks like really luscious. So we are a threat to ourselves when we are trying to restrain nature and making it scarce. So we would work on making the world more beautiful place like this every day, trying to make the world more beautiful. And maybe it's by like changing job to something that not restrain the earth or put a lot of pressure on it, but rather makes it more luscious every day. So I think you are about to do some shift here. It's like you have done a full cycle with this, like getting appreciation for doing a fine work, and now it comes something else, something with sharing, something with being. Just by being, you are enough and you are worthy. And this is the Empress, and this is the High Priestess, and this is the World, and this is number 21. 2 + 1 = 3, the Empress. So it's really a feminine feeling to all those cards here. Very luscious. So, and the next card here is the Emperor, and it comes really beautiful, balanced together with the Empress here and the Emperor. So something with work, change, and the Emperor. And the Emperor on this picture is taking care of children. So he's more beautiful depicted than emperors are usually being. They are usually more stale, and their environment is usually more like a desert. But this is like, you see flowers here, and you see he's taking care of children. So it's some kind of shift. It's just a little shift, but it's a shift. He's still armored, and it's still like he holds the power symbols, but he's watching over those children anyway. So it's something happening here, something returning. And the next card is 2 of Swords, and it comes underneath this 9 of Pentacles and this 5 of Cups. So it's something that you need to see, that you don't want to see. It's something that you have shut out. It's definitely a pain, and it's something with you being self-sufficient. So it's something that has to do with you being able to survive on your own. So I think maybe human beings are not supposed to survive on their own. We are flock animals. I have seen my neighbor's sheep, when they have run out of their pasture, they are hysterical. I have birds flying over my house because I have a bird lake really nearby, and when they have lost their partners, they are screaming all day until they are finding it. I'm almost wanting to have a shopper and go out and help it look for it, because it's so distressed. And also when my horses are like separated, they cry a lot. So I don't think it's meant like we should be able to give this nourishment to ourselves. I think we are supposed to be together like a big family and taking care of each other. Even if we are dreamers, hard workers or whatever, everyone should be able to participate and get food. And I think you have tried to turn off your feelings and not feel them because you want to be self-sufficient. You don't want to be in need of anyone else. So this is what you have closed off, like your true needs for people and for support and for rest and someone else taking care of everything. Or that maybe a society that's not so advanced or not so, you know, we need to go to school like 20 years just to function in the society. It's a bit off, and we are not like really healthy because our children is not healthy. They are not healthy like emotionally. So it's something here that's need to, it seems like a really nice balance here is like coming, but you're still unable to see it. But it's a new chance for you to fix this time, to see that you can build something, you know, sustainable, that with a society that you can start sharing trust and building bonds between different groups and different like opposites. There can be a true balance, and those two cards are a key. I think it's something to with this both being so self-sufficient, because she is also very self-sufficient, but she is turned against the moon, so she knows this, and this one is turned away from the moon and has crossed their arms across the heart chakra, and it's the pain here that you don't want to see. But the pain is real, it's there, and it's not a problem. The pain isn't a problem. The pain is just pointing to a problem. So if you stay with the pain, you will surely get information about what's the real problem, what you are really missing, what you really need. It's something deeper than what you think you need. And it's up to you to figure it out. So I'm giving you a couple of clues here, but you all have your different stories, so I guess it's different for each and every one of you. But it looks like something with your self-worth, and that you need to make yourself worthy of food and sustenance in some way, and therefore you're trying to be very self-sufficient, and that's not the right way to go. So, okay, this is the cards I got for you. The Wise Woman of Wonderland fell out, and it's integrity and compromise. So this is a beautiful person that's really trying to, they don't want to like bend in the eyes of society to fit in. So therefore they have been really self-sufficient and be really integrity, and maybe not wanting to make so much compromises. And this I feel for you, Gemini. You are a proud people. So I think you have had much integrity, and you haven't really want to like show yourself weak, so that you will have to like bend yourself. And I don't think you ought to either. But I think you can need some help. This is the Horse King. This is like the king with the white horse, almost like the knight with the white horse that so many people are waiting for, some savior. And maybe this is what you need. Maybe you need to be saved. Maybe you need to let other people be there for you. It seems like you are trying to do everything on your own, and that might not be the best way for you to go. This is like some kind of repetition of something that you have done many times before, and now it's like a new chance. And the problem, I think, lies in this, that you don't want to see your feelings, that you're trying to be so self-sufficient and try to make it on your own, and it's something they're lacking. Like, are you really want to be on your own? Wouldn't it be more nice to have someone to share like your burdens with, and share like your everyday things with? Is it like a main goal to be self-sufficient and to not need anyone else? Isn't it maybe a better goal to maybe need people, build bridges between people, being a community, helping each other, making life more easy for everyone, making the world more abundant? So we'll take some past life oracle card to see what might be repeating in your life. So, oh, yes, it's something that's come from way past, I think. It's something that you have been experienced for maybe thousands of years, and it's something to do with trust and faith. And the only one you trust is yourself, and you can't trust anyone else. And this is what I feel. But you can't trust. You need to build up trust between people, because we need to be like more a tribe than we can be individuals, like being our true self, and be this wise woman of Wonderland, having a lot of integrity, but still trust in other people, still let other people help us, like with the Horse King. So it's something that you have done, you have been working on for a very long time. I think it goes past other solar system where you have been occupying, and it's really deep. Trust and faith is something that we really struggle with. And you know, the Fool card fell out, and that's really trustworthy. A person that trusts everyone, even when they are like fooled 10,000 times, they still trust, because they know that this is the way forward, to not be bitter, to not start to build up walls around you. They know that life is eternal, and that even if you die, you won't die, and it is eternal. But so it's a key here, something with the trust and the faith, and being more like the Fool. So you are being too goody good. You are maybe keeping too much stores of food, like a really little squirrel, and maybe God is telling you that you are working too much and building a too safe haven for yourself, where you could be thriving more, you could be enjoying life more, and not maybe working so hard. So, okay, dear Gemini, I hope this was helpful, and I'm really happy for being able to do these readings, and I'm happy for all you watching, subscribing, liking, and commenting my videos. I'm really, really grateful, and I feel really like I really appreciate that I can be able to do this, and it's you making this possible. So you have my thanks. And also I want to say that if you would like a personal reading with me, you can contact me at my email in the description box below the video. So many people are asking about that, so I'm repeating myself, so it will be easy to find that information. Okay, so take really good care of yourself now, and we'll see each other again, I hope, in the middle of October. Okay, bye-bye.